Hey guys, I don't know what is behind me. You're getting me in my rawest form today. I have no hair extensions in, no makeup on. I'm folding laundry. If you saw in the communities tab, I posted a couple days ago that I had the flu, and I'm still on the mend from the flu. And I'm still trying to get back to life. And so my house is in disarray. That's why we still have signs that need to be put away from Christmas. I'm just trying to catch up. But I wanted to just pop on here really fast. I don't know if this will be fast or not, but I'm just holding laundry, and I just had a few things that I wanted to talk to you about like this year, like upcoming year, what that means for my channel, and what I'm like, just some things that I have on my heart. If you follow me on Instagram, I kind of shared a little bit last night, but I just want to talk about it again because I think it's important, because everybody is in such different seasons of life that I think we all can like learn from each other. And honestly, I have found that when I share things like things that I'm struggling with, and the messages I get from people saying, you know what, you're not alone, and I've been through that, or I'm going through that, or I'm 50 now and this is how I handled those situations when I was your age or when I was in that season. And that's why I feel like it's so important that no matter how old you are or what season of life you're in, you can you have something to offer somebody, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna fold my laundry here. I've done this before. You guys seem to have liked it, and just chat with you. Like I said, I have been sick with the flu, and oh my heck, it is the worst thing in the whole entire world. I'm not normally somebody that gets sick very often, but it just wiped me completely out for several days. Like I said, I'm still dealing with the body aches, this is so weird, and this is probably TMI, but I hurt from like the top of my bum to my knee, and it is just excruciating. And I can find relief when I sit in my car with the heated seats, but other than that, it just hurts all the time. So I feel great, and I'm able to get out of bed and to do all the things that I need to do, but my legs still hurt. And I've taken so much medicine the last several weeks that I just cannot bring myself to take even Tylenol anymore. I just can't do it. You might notice that I have a huge bruise on my cheek. That is because during Christmas, like the week of Christmas, I had to have a tooth pulled. And I'm normally I hate the dentist, and I usually have sedation dentistry, but it was kind of like one of those things where I just needed to have it pulled immediately. That wasn't an option. And so I told the dentist, I said, I don't want to feel anything, so give me as much numbing stuff as you possibly can. And I think he just gave me so much that I have a bruise, and I've had a bruise. So we're going on, this will be 2 weeks. Has it been 2 weeks? Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. This Friday will be 3 weeks. Anyway, I've still got the bruise. It's ugly, but guys, this is real life over here, and this is what you're gonna get, because I don't know how to be anything different, and I feel so out of touch with you guys that I just wanted to post a video. So please look past that, and everything is fine. I'm fine, even though I have a bruise on my face. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about was this idea of new year, new me, new. And you know, I am all for good goals and intentions and setting yourself up, you know, like wanting to be better and do better things, and I'm all for that. I'm just not all for the like change everything about me today because I'm not good enough, because that isn't the case. You know, you're today in whatever state you're in, you're good enough, you're worthy enough, you're you know, you're enough. And so I hope that, I know this is kind of late in the you've been hearing it for weeks now. But if you're finding yourself feeling overwhelmed and frustrated with that, you don't have to fall into that trap. You don't have to listen to that, and you don't have to conform to what everybody else is doing. You don't have to start a diet if you really don't want to start a diet, or you don't have to, and you don't let anybody make you feel like that you have to. Because I was starting to feel that. I was starting to feel like, oh my gosh, I have got to reinvent myself this year, and I have to do this and I have to do that. And at the end of the day, like, I'm so overwhelmed, I can't do anything. So like, it's not being beneficial to me in any sense. And so, but what I shared on Instagram was, I'm in a season of life right now that is really unfamiliar to me. I'm quite young, but I have older kids. And so older is in like, they're teenagers. They're gonna, you know, they're 11 and 12. I do have a 7-year-old. But I don't have little tiny kids. So a lot of people my age have little tiny kids. A lot of people my age have smaller children. And so it's hard to find people to relate to, because not many people have teenage kids that are my kids' age, you know? Like, Isaac had basketball tryouts this week, and that's a whole nother thing I want to talk about. But Isaac's the oldest in our family, but all of his friends are either like the middle child or the youngest, and all their parents are older. And so it's just like a weird thing. I've always dealt with this my whole life as a parent. I obviously was a parent very young. I had my first baby when I was 19, and so, you know, anyway, motherhood is hard. Having teenagers is hard, but also being in the season where I'm still young, my kids don't need me as much. I'm not, they're self-sufficient, all of them, and I'm just at a place where, like, I need to find out who I am and what matters to me and where I see myself going. I know that kind of sounds selfish, but at the end of the day, like, my life is just the same thing every single day. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. And this is just personally me. I thrive when I'm making money, or I'm doing something that I feel like I'm accomplishing something, if that makes sense. I've always, in my adult life, I've always had some kind of side hustle, like whether it was selling things on Etsy. I mean, I did that for several years. Whether it was photography, I did weddings and stuff like that for a few years. And then, you know, I was blogging and I was making money. And then I got a job outside of the home because I needed that at that time in my life. And so I was making money doing that. And now the last, about 2 years, I haven't been doing anything to bring in any kind of money. And I don't know, I don't feel like I'm, like, I don't know what the word is, contributing to my family, even though I know that sounds silly, because I am. But if you are like me, you know what I'm talking about. You just feel fulfilled when you're making money. And so, anyway, that's what's on my mind about this new year, new me, new everything. It's like, I need to figure out who I am and who I want to be. And because I'm in that, like, part of life where my life isn't consumed anymore with just, you know, motherhood and feeding and bathing and doing all those things for my kids, if that makes sense. I don't know if this makes any kind of sense at all, but I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So that's where I'm at for the new year, guys. I love home decor. I I love all of that. I just have been feeling like I can't share on Instagram or on YouTube if I don't buy anything, if I'm not recreating something all the time. And I can't sleep at night doing, like, laying my head down at night to rest, like, always doing that. It just doesn't sit well with me. It just doesn't sit well with my, I don't know. I don't want you to think that you have to always buy things. And I don't like the feeling of going on social media or on YouTube or wherever and just with the and leaving with the feeling like, well, now I need to go and buy all new bedding for my bed because everybody's posting about all this bedding, and I just really want to be content with what I have. And so you will see things like I just really don't want to buy things just to buy things to show you guys. And I hope you will understand. And you know, I guess maybe not. I hope you don't find me boring if I don't do that. But like showing you, like, you can redo a space with things you already have in your house if you're bored with it. Right now, I have nothing. I don't even have pillow covers on my pillows because I don't, like, obviously I've been sick, so that's part of it. But I just want to revamp this area with things I already have because I don't need anything. I don't need to go out and buy things just to fill my house. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I hope that makes sense to you guys, and I hope I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer because I'm like, sometimes I feel like these kinds of videos might come off like that, or like, woe is me, but honestly it's couldn't be like the more opposite of that. I am very, very aware, and maybe too aware, of how I navigate my social medias and YouTube. I just can't be the one to just always promote things for you to buy. I can't. So I'm gonna try and find a way to continue on without doing that. But here's the other problem is I spend a lot of time you know, creating content or creating social media stuff. And so I guess what I'm trying, like, to sum this all up is I spend a lot of time doing it without making money. And that was great in a time where I was at home and my kids were needing me, and this was something I could do on the side and just for fun. But now it's like I still love to do it and I'm still going to do it. It's just I need something else. I need something else. And so me getting something else results in not having as much time and as much energy to focus on this, if that makes sense. I'm not in it. I did not start YouTube to make money. Obviously my Instagram has produced money, and back in the blog, when I blogged a few years ago, I was making money doing that, but I haven't done so since then. And honestly, really, the way to make money is through affiliate marketing, and that's where my heart just isn't right about it. And to each their own, and there are tons of people who do it, and I buy off their links, and I just, for some reason, I just can't be okay with it. I can't, it just doesn't sit well with me. So anyway, I don't know if this even matters, but I just wanted to share a little bit of my heart with you guys, and I am not going anywhere. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be feeling better. And I just have to tell you guys, thank you so much for just supporting me and like watching my videos and giving them a thumbs up, because that does really help them out. And you know, I don't know, I just am really grateful for what I have built. And that's the other thing is Not necessarily on YouTube because this is quite still new to me. But I mean, I've been growing my Instagram account for 7 years and almost 8. And I have just made the best connections with people. And honestly, that's why I keep going back every day, is because I love that. I love that. Love it. It's just, I do. And they mean so much to me. And some of them have been so dear to me in times that I've really needed it. So anyway, that's all. I don't know. Now I'm like, ooh, I might not even post this because this is pretty raw and vulnerable. But that's me, guys. I can't be anything but that. You won't ever see that from me. And yeah, I also want to touch on this really fast because I've just been sick about it. I don't know if you guys follow or watch Liz from, oh my gosh, Traditions by the Season, I think is her channel name. I don't know. I'll leave her linked in the description box if I remember. But she shared a video today about finding a gossip site about her. And you guys, like, I don't even know her personally, but just by watching her videos, you can tell that she is like the sweetest, most genuine person ever. And to think that there are people saying bad things about her, it literally breaks my heart. Like, what is this world coming to? What is this world coming to? Like, why can't we just be nice and lift each other up? And you know what? Like, what? How much more powerful we could be as women if we just encouraged each other and loved each other and like cheered each other on instead of tear each other down because we're jealous. Because at the end of the day, that's where all that stems from, is jealousy, in my opinion, you know? So Liz, if you're watching this, I love you, and I'm so sorry that you had to find that. I like pray that that day never comes for me because I don't know that I'm strong enough to deal with that, you know? I say it to my face all day long. I don't know. I can handle that. I could handle somebody, you know, giving me constructive criticism to my face, but why do it behind my back or behind this computer screen? Anyway, so there's lots of evil in this world, but there's also so much good, and I feel like that's what we have here. And yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's long and I know I've rambled, and I hope that you can get through it if you choose to. If not, that's great too. But stay tuned because I have, I do like to decorate for Valentine's Day. I don't know how much I'll do this year, but I might do some DIYs because those look fun. And I have one in mind in particular. So anyway, watch out for those. And I hope you guys are having a great start to your new year. And give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.